So very good afternoon, everybody. This is the third day of our presentations of season number 4. Semester 4 students are making their presentations. Today, the presentations are going to be on research methodology. And we will have presentations by Veena, Stuti, Sneha, Riddhi, Niyati, Nidhi, Nanditaba, Latta, and Kishan. And the topics that you all have selected for the presentations are um, the mechanics of writing in punctuation mark, spelling. The discussion is going to speak on that. Why documentation is necessary in research by Lata. Plagiarism and its types by Nandita. What is plagiarism and how it can be avoided by Nidhi. Niyati on mechanics of writing in research methodology in context to titles in the text. Uh, Riddhi will speak on literature review in research. Sneha also will speak on literature review as research methodology. Stuti on what is academic writing and characteristics of academic writing. And Pina will speak on explaining writing drafts. Okay, so let us start with the first presentation, and Pina will start the presentation.
Hello everyone. Good morning to all of you. Myself Pina Kondalia from Department of English, MKB University. Today presentation semester 4. Today we deal with the paper research methodology, in which my topic is explain writing draft. So let's we focus on focus on writing draft. So when you're writing research article or dissertation, what things you have to keep in your mind? So first of all, we discuss the introduction. Writing is often challenging for many students because they are trying to do two things at once, putting ideas down on paper and writing in a more formal manner that they may not be familiar with. If you are already create an outline for your essay, it would be easier for you to further develop your ideas and include supporting information found from your research. Writing first draft. When you write first draft, what things you keep in your mind? You can focus these eight things when you write your draft. Do not expect your first draft to be the finished product. The successful research paper is usually the culmination of a series of drafts. When you write first draft, these eight things you can focus in your writing. First is print out a copy of your outline or have it open on another screen if it is helpful. Second, focus on expressing the issues roughly into your paper. Third one is don't worry too much about wording, grammar and spelling. You can revise and edit your essay once you have a rough draft. Fourth one is move on to another section of or a paragraph or take a break if you get stuck. Return to it later. Fifth one is review the thesis statement or a purpose of your essay from the time to help you stay focused in your writing. Sixth one is leave the organization of idea after you complete the draft. It would be easier for you to see their logical sequence and relationship when you can review them from start to finish. And seventh is add or remove an idea from your outline if indeed. Remember that an outline is intended to providing guidance, not to restrict your thought process and writing. Eighth one is include summaries, paragraphs and quotations from your research to support your arguments. Include an in-text citation for each information piece. to help you keep track of the source and create your reference list at the end of your writing. Subsequent draft. In revising, you may add, eliminate, and rearrange material. If a section in the first draft seems unclear, sketchy, you may have to expand it by writing another sentence or two, even a new paragraph. Similarly, to improve the fluency and coherence of your paper, you may need to add a transition between sentence and paragraphs, or to find connection or contrast. Delete any material that is unimportant, repetitive, or dull and dispensable. If the presentation of ideas seems illogical or confusing, you may find that you can clarify by rearranging phrases, clauses, and sentence or paragraphs. Next is writing draft word process. When you are writing draft in word process, the first thing is the technique. If you do not own a computer, see whether your school or a public library has a personal computer available for students. Use with the word necessary. You can store a first draft or just a portion of can and later retrieve and revise. If you create a different file for each draft, you can return to preceding draft whenever you wish. Most word process have the following feature, which you can profitably in your writing. First is global revision. This feature of word processing permits you to search for and automatically change text. Thus, if you realize you misspelled the same word several times in your draft, you can correct all the misspelling with a single command. And second is a spatial pasting. If in a word processing document you paste text that you copied from another document, the pasted in text may keep it original formatting. Most word processors provide the option of spatial pasting, in which the pasted text takes on the formatting of the new documents. And next is started phrases. If you will need to type of complicated phrase, then repeatedly store the phrase and assign a shortcut of it. Whenever you type the shortcut, the phrase will be entered. And then comparing document. Compare two version of a document and see that how they differ. In each entry in the works cited as the first line is a flush left and the subsequent line are indented. The easiest way to achieve this formatting is highlight the paragraphs that are for will be entires, and then choose the heading intention in the option for formatting paragraphs. Second is the limitation. Word processing has a certain limitation. Since no more than a fixed number of lines of the text are visible on computer screen, you may find a difficulty to get a sense of your whole project. Some writers like to print out text regularly to see better how the writing is developing from paragraphs to paragraph and from page to page. Use a spelling and use character checkers cautiously, for they are only as effective as the dictionaries they contain. On the one hand, a spelling checker will call your attention to words that are correctly spelled if they are not in its dictionary. One of the other, it will be not point out misspelling that much word in a dictionary, for example, they're used for their or it's for its. Finally, working on computer files, you run the risk of losing it through a technical mistake equipment failure or power output. The final draft and the research project portfolio. All instructions require schemation of the final draft of the research paper. Some instruction ask to student to prepare and submit of your research project portfolio, which documents and evaluation of the paper. The portfolio might contain such item as the approved thesis statement, the final outline and yearly draft the final draft. To sum up, the research paper are normally composed through a series of drafts. The first draft is usually rough, and subsequent draft are increasingly refined revision of original version. A word processor is useful for writing research papers, although it has some limitation as well. The assignments conclude with the submission of the final draft or of the research project portfolio. These are the citations.
Okay, so what you can do in such presentations. So what you is that you bring your personal experience also in this. Like in last semester you can bring working writing. There's a test. So how is writing draft? What was your experience? Was all these ideas helpful? Was that happening with you also? So we are going then can make your presentation more live and something very useful also to everybody. So all other students also, if you can connect whatever you are saying with what you are doing, then it will be more meaningful, more useful, also more meaningful. Okay, next presenter now.